now tuned into the Rap Lab podcast. Yeah, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, yeah, the Rap Lab, Rap Lab, Rap Lab, Rap Lab, man. The Rap Lab, yeah, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Let's go. The Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Come see what we cooking up at the Rap Lab, yeah, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Bar for bar, we hooking up with TOQG, Rev Barber MC, ALFRE to the D on that MIC, A to Z. We be the flyers. Hip hop sound broke down to a science. It's the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Come see what we cooking up at the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday, so you know what that means. It's all another episode of the Rap Lab podcast. It's your main man, the Candyman, the ALFRE to the D.
And it's the one and only True G. Just call me the QG, and I just need to say two things. First off, rest in peace, Pat Stay, who was taken away from us not too long ago. Shout out to all our fans in Canada, all his friends, all his family, all the loved ones that knew him.
Hold up. Yeah. I'm that Scotian lion, a cobra biting, the East Coast giant, you can't stone Goliath. Kobe Bryant in the quarterfinals with no one by him and he's on fire. So bright you think my brain had ultraviolet bulbs inside it. Somali pirates, get your fucking boat off my island. Bow on my side, I'd close one eye, you're floating beside it. A storm is arising, the planets formed in alignment. You're in the eye of a hurricane twirling inside it. Boom, you hit the ground at a vertical spiral. Barbarian, I skinned wolves and rocked the fur for survival.
And to update y'all, they caught the suspect, so we pray that justice is served. And I also want to say, on this day, 21 years ago, 246 people went to sleep in preparation for their morning flights. 2,606 people went to sleep in preparation for a normal workday. 343 firefighters went to sleep in preparation for their morning shift. 60 police officers went to sleep in preparation for morning watch. 8 paramedics went to sleep in preparation for the morning calls to come. None of them saw past 10 a.m. September 11, 2001. We want to give a shout out and a rest in peace and a prayer and to all the victims out there and everybody that was affected by this. Al, do you remember where you were when this happened?
Yeah, I was in 5th grade, and it's crazy because normally in elementary school, the only time they ever wheeled the AV, you remember the AV cart with the TV?
Yeah.
They only wheeled that in my school when there was a substitute teacher with no lesson plan and they would put on a movie for the class. But this day was different. Another teacher came and wheeled that cart in, they plugged the TV in, and they put it on the news. And yeah, the first tower was smoking. We didn't know what was going on. At first my teachers thought they were filming a movie or something like that. But then once they saw the hole and the smoke coming out, and yeah, just completely different thing. So, but yeah, I'll never forget that day. It was like time stood still, and even being in a different part of the country, we didn't know where they was going to strike next, if they were going to strike again. So everybody got out of school early. Nobody went to school the next day. Yeah, it's one of them things I can never forget.
Yeah, man. I could speak for the Rev Barber and myself. We went to the same high school. And I'll never forget, I was in gym class, regular day, early morning. And then all of a sudden the coach, he blew the whistle. And he told us that terrorists just struck the World Trade Center. And we all stood there numb, what the hell? We couldn't believe what we heard. And we was just walking around like zombies throughout the whole day. And first thing I did was I called my mama because, she worked in the city. And I just wanted to make sure she was okay. We spoke. She was able to get out early. I got home early. She came and picked me up, actually. And then, we just went home and we looked at the news and saw what was going on for that day. It was just Crazy. 21 years, man. Still hard to believe.
Yeah, man, it was pretty rough. We could just take a moment of silence for the victims and everybody affected. All right, and before we get to our episode for today, I just want to give a huge shout out to the Rev Barber, our co-host and good friend Eric. He's on vacation this week, but he'll be back next week. So, just want to give a shout out to Rev. Hope you enjoy your vacation and hope you get back to us safe.
Yeah, man, no doubt about it. Shout out to the Red Barber MC, vacation. And shout out to the homeboy T.O. We know he's still out there, still riding with us.
Oh, yeah, of course. T.O., we riding with you. Keep your head up. And, yeah, that's what we did. All right, so today we talking about a list that started on Twitter. Somebody on Twitter, somebody who's not famous, by the way, made a list on Twitter of the 50 worst rappers of all time, and the list has since gone viral. Just to run down the list, I'm going to start at number 1 and go all the way to 50 real easy. Number 1, and this is in order, by the way, folks. We have Silk the Shocker, Lil Yachty, Master P, OJ the Juice Man, Lil Flip, Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, 6ix9ine, Gooda, Sean, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs, Waka Flocka Flame, Coi Leray, Birdman, Vanilla Ice, Kid Buu, Yeet, Benzino, Plies, Blueface, Cardi B, Lil B, Gunna, Chief Keef, Soulja Boy, Manny Fresh, Nick Cannon, Chingy, The Saint Lunatics, Bow Wow, C Murder, G Herbo, Riff Raff, French Montana, The Yin Yang Twins, Mike Jones, Lil Uzi Vert, Flow Rider and Pitbull tied for 37, Young Thug, Petey Pablo, Gucci Mane, Designer, Tony Ayo, Tom McDonald, Future, Iggy Azalea, Nelly, The RZA, Playboy Cardi, Eazy-E, and NBA Youngboy to round it out. Now, we can't sit here and go through every single name on the list, but this list already pisses me off.
This list is hilarious, man.
Yeah, well, you have less of a reason to be pissed off with it than I do.
I mean, let's get into this. I already know, but first of all, let me ask you a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to list, whether it be favorites or not favorites, do the ranking orders matter to you?
I believe so, because in making a list, when you have somebody you listed number 1, there has to be a reason why you put them at number 1. And then see, when people say in no particular order, I don't tend to believe that either, because there is a reason why that first name came out of your mouth. There is a reason why you wrote that first name down. That means that person is at the top of your mind. And why is that?
I mean, for me personally, whenever I do a list, I never do any particular order, and I'll tell you why. For me, it's all about just getting mentioned. Because when I talk about my favorites, which is the Pac, the Nas, the Biggies, the J's, Eminems, and what have you, all of them are great in their own right. So I personally don't want to make it seem like this one's better than that one when I feel they're all are great. That's why I do it. And it's just coming off memory for me of who my favorites are. When it comes to this list in particular, if we're going to go with numbers, there's no way in God's green earth, and this is all jokes aside. I know we spoke about this on the show plenty of times as a joke towards you with some of the stuff you say, and we take shots because these people are from your town. But there's no way that Silk the Shocker should be the number 1 worst rapper of all time on this list. No way. And honestly, I don't even think he should be here. He should not be here. Silk the Shocker is not whack. And I say this. Let me ask you this. When it comes to the worst rapper of all time, do you have a criteria of what makes a rapper the worst?
No, but so if I'm talking about rappers that I put in the worst category, no flow, no ability to wordplay, no metaphors. He's not capable of saying anything hot. Very little to no success. And I will put a one hit, even a one hit wonder, I will put at very little because that's only one song they ever had.
Right.
And yeah, and the music not aging well if we're talking about a historic perspective. And I guess since some of these guys are from the CD era, and some of these guys are they were around before streaming, I guess low record sales. Because in my mind, if something is trash, nobody's really gonna buy it. At least not back then, because CDs were $15 to $20 a pop.
That's a fact. And I look at this list and I laugh because, number one, a lot of them I don't listen to, but the ones that I do listen to that don't belong here, I'm just going to call it as I see it. I agree with you when it comes to technique. If you're a rapper that sits there and writes rhymes and puts it together and records, and you consider yourself a rapper or you consider yourself lyrical, and if you're whack or if you're the worst, then you deserve to be up there. So I'm going to say it like this. Silk the Shocker should not be there. Master P should not be there because for the simple fact, Master P, he's a hustler. And he said it himself in interviews. He never got into this to be the best rapper in the world. He got in this thing to make money. And he's not whack. Master P, he tells you stories. He says things that hit you hard. Like, he could tell you a story. I don't think Sean Diddy Combs should be here because Sean Diddy Combs never claimed to be a rapper. I am appalled that RZA is here. He has no business being up here. RZA is one of the nicest ever from the Wu-Tang Clan. And I've seen people clown RZA saying that, his flow is unorthodox and everything like that. I don't think Tony Yayo should be up here. I don't think P.D. Pablo should be here. Eazy-E always said that Ice Cube wrote his rhymes. DOC wrote his rhymes. MC Ren wrote his rhymes. Eazy-E never claimed to be a rapper. So I don't know why he's on this list either. As far as everybody else go, I honestly don't have any issue with that. I mean, the Yin Yang Twins is cool. I don't think Flo Rida and Pitbull should be here. I don't consider Pitbull a rapper. I mean,
no, Pitbull's a rapper, bro.
I don't know.
Point.
I don't know. He does rhyme on records. Yeah, cool.
Well, his early discography is hardcore hip hop, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is hardcore hip hop. But you see, he done flip flop. When I say flip flop, I say that in a good way. He found his niche and his money doing them club records and them dance records. When you go down to Florida, yeah, you got to put some Pitbull on.
That nigga gyrates like a motherfucker.
So here's the funny part, though. That I laugh for you because you got Silk, Master P, Manny Fresh. C Murder does not belong here. It's like they got something against New Orleans, man.
Well, I'll tell you like this, since we're going on who does not deserve to be here. I don't think Silk, in my opinion, Silk should not be here. Master P should not be here.
Agreed.
I'm going to disagree with you because every time I feel like I hear Sean Diddy Combs rap, and I've said this on this show before, it sounds like he's reading off of a
He's never claimed to be a rapper.
No, but hold on. Here's my thing, and hear me out. Just because somebody else writes your rhymes does not automatically write you off as quote unquote a bad rapper or one of the worst rappers. However, he can't say he claims not to be a rapper when he's got what, 3 to 4 albums of his own out.
So does Eazy-E.
Yeah,
Eazy-E said Eazy-E don't claim to be a rapper either.
Bro, they're rappers, bro. I don't care what.
No,
they're rappers, bro.
Businessmen. It's a hustle.
They spit bars. Hold on. They spit bars. They went on tour.
They're entertainers. They're entertainers. They're not rappers.
You know what makes them a rapper? You know what makes them a rapper? Because they're spitting 16 over beats. Whether they
so if they spit 16, I don't consider Manny Fresh a rapper either. He's a producer. Bro, it just so happened that he rap.
They got Eazy-E multiple albums. Diddy multiple albums.
It came out of Eazy-E's mouth that he's not a rapper.
I don't know what he said. He said
he said it. Well, how could you speak for him when he's the person that's doing the rhymes? He's the person that's doing the vocals.
He performed them. He's a rapper.
He's an entertainer. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Just because you read off the paper, you just because you read off the paper and you go on stage, Dr. Dre doesn't even claim to be a rapper.
They're rappers, bro.
I'm going with what they're saying because they're the ones that's living it. Now, they're
saying that so they don't make lists like this.
They're never ranked in any lists like this because they don't claim to be rappers.
You know what? For somebody who's not a rapper, hold on, because we about to put this to rest. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm gonna use the Google machine while we're here.
Go ahead, you can use your Google machine, and I'm gonna say this too, and this may shock a lot of people. I don't think Cardi B should be here either. I may not be a fan of some of her stuff, but right. she ain't whack compared to the stuff I've heard from other people. She ain't whack.
All right, Sean Combs' discography: 1, 2, 3.
You can read the credits. You can read the production. He is not a rapper.
4 albums.
He's an entertainer. Entertainer. He did that for the money. Same thing for Master P. Your man Master P said he ain't a rapper. Do you consider him a rapper?
Master P is a rapper.
He says he's not.
He's a rapper.
He's not a rapper. He's a hustler.
No, he's a
businessman. He did that for the label. Same as with Puff. Puff did that for the label. Eazy-E did it for Ruthless. He came out.
And when we Google Sean Combs, it says
you can Google, you can use Yahoo, you can use all the stuff you want to use. Let me say this to you.
Hold on.
No, you can read all you want.
American rapper, singer, record producer, executive, actor, and entrepreneur.
And that stuff that's written by whom? Who considers that? Did they consider that? No. It's all subjective anyway. Let me ask you a question. When they come to all these lists of the greatest rappers of all time, how come they're never mentioned in there?
Because they're not great.
What?
They're not great.
No, that's got nothing to do with it. Eazy-E's not great.
Bro, Eazy-E is a legend.
Eazy-E is not great.
Hold on.
What you mean he's not great?
Eazy-E is a legend. I respect Eazy-E.
So he's Dr. Dre is not great.
Hold on. They're rappers and they're legends.
No, they're not. They're not rappers. They are never listed in the top 25, top 50, top 30. You always hear the same names over and over and over because of what they said. They are not rappers. And you just gave the criteria yourself. Bars, punchlines, metaphors. People that sit there and actually write the rhymes and come out and do these type of things and are whack deserve to be in this list.
Bro, Darko Milicic was a basketball player. Just because he's not in the top 100 of basketball players don't mean he ain't a basketball player.
So is Damian Lillard a rapper?
I mean, he has albums.
Is Shaquille O'Neal a rapper?
He's a fucking rapper.
Come on, man. You gotta stop all that, man.
Shaq's a rapper, bro. He even got
Shaq is an entertainer, man. Shaq is a fan of rap. Shaq is a fan of rap, and he came out with rap albums. He did that for fun.
Bro,
but nobody's ever gonna rank him and put him in a list. Is Allen Iverson a rapper?
No, he ain't a rapper.
Come on. But he did mixtapes and all other stuff like that.
Mixtapes don't count.
Oh, yes it does. Yes, it does. It does count.
Deion Sanders is a rapper?
No, he's not. Deion Sanders is not a rapper, man. Shout out to Prime Time. No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Stop playing.
No, he's not. When it comes to skills and technique and sitting there and writing rhymes and actually claiming yourself as a rapper, and you're whack, then heck yeah, you should be up there. No question about it. Master P says he's a hustler, and he said Jay-Z is the greatest rapper. He took himself out of there.
Oh. Going back to the list, so Silk and P should not be there.
Mm-hmm.
See. I don't think, as much as I don't like her music, Cardi shouldn't be there.
I agree with you.
I don't think Gunna should be there.
I don't really listen to him. Is he that good?
I like Gunna, but I mean, his is not for everybody.
Where is he from?
Gunna?
Yeah.
I want to say, hold on. Not sure, but I know he did that. Hold on. He's from Georgia.
Oh, he's from Georgia. Okay.
Yeah, he's signed to Young Thug's YSL.
Well, thank God, Young Thug is on here.
But he did that song "Drip Too Hard" with Lil Baby.
Oh well, drip too hard. You might as well tighten up the pipes.
Yeah, well, he's got songs on 2K. Let's see.
Well, shout out to 2K.
I have mixed feelings about the Saint Lunatics.
Are you keeping Manny Fresh on here?
Manny Fresh does not deserve to be on this list either.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. And you know why.
Manny Fresh has some memorable verses, bro.
Oh, really? Really? I grew up on blood and below day.
Hey, that was just the hook.
Drummer chick.
Do you remember, sidebar story, you and Rev was in the car going upstate, and I put on I Got That Fire, remember?
I don't remember when you put on I Got That Fire.
Thinking Manny Fresh, and I've never heard anybody end the verse with, I stick a big stick in your ass, that fire.
Oh, boy. Keep him on here, please.
No, but he had a memorable verse on Back That Ass Up.
Sure he did.
He also had a memorable verse on Bling Bling. He was one half of the...
No, it wasn't.
What do you mean, no, it wasn't?
That verse on Bling Bling was not memorable. You could do without it, man. Juvie had a memorable verse.
It made part of the song.
It wasn't memorable.
Oh, man. Let's see. What else? What else was he on? Number one.
He's a producer, bro. He's a producer, man.
Birdman can stay on here, though.
Yeah. Birdman can stay on there.
Nah, man. I have mixed feelings on the Saint Lunatics because
Me too. Yeah.
Nelly is a member of the group, so by default, I can't. I'm uncomfortable having him on the list.
Well, it's funny because Nelly's on here too, and he shouldn't be here.
Right. I don't think Nelly should be on the list either. And then also, Murphy Lee is a member of the Saint Lunatics, and I don't think Murphy Lee is whack.
Murphy Lee's not whack.
So I think the Saint Lunatics should be gone. C Murder definitely should not be here.
Bro. How you skip number 26, man? He should be number 1 if you ask me.
Nick Cannon? You think Nick Cannon is the worst rapper on this list?
Nick Cannon is garbage, man. He should not be rapping. All them songs he came out with were horrible. Shout out to T.O. He may disagree with me, but he liked that one song where he talked about, it's a song called Can I Live with Anthony Hamilton. It's about abortion. Great concept, great video, but him personally as a rapper, he's terrible. Your Pops Don't Like Me, garbage single. The song with B2K, garbage single. All them other records, garbage. Nick Cannon is one of the... it's hard to say who's number 1 because at least he doesn't mumble, but he is one of the worst rappers I ever heard, man.
To be honest with you, I've always skipped over his music. It just don't do nothing for me.
Thank God, yes, it does nothing.
C Murder should not be here.
Yeah, I don't know why they put him on here. Dog, you just skip over, don't you? You just glossed over number 29. What's up with him?
I'm not giving goddamn Shad Moss any play on this show.
It ain't about play on the show. Should he stay on the list or not?
He was one of the more prominent child rappers of all time.
Mind you, he never wrote. Based on what I've researched, we know T.I. and Snoop and a couple of people. I think he got whacked when he got older.
Yeah, but you also have to include his younger years.
I wasn't a fan of his younger years either.
But just because you weren't a fan doesn't mean he was whack.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is our show. So I'm going to say it like this. Bow Wow, whack. Didn't impress me then, doesn't impress me now. He never stood out.
And I dislike Bow Wow for obvious reasons, but...
Yeah. But since we're there, speaking of that, what about your other homeboy? Should he be on this list?
Who's my other homeboy?
His counterpart, Romeo.
No, Romeo shouldn't be on this. Don't ask me no crazy questions like that.
I'm asking you the crazy questions
Because
that's what this show is about. You're just being biased, aren't you?
I'm not being biased. Don't ask me no bullshit.
Romeo, man, I'm sorry, dog. I don't know. He might have to be on here.
That's a no. He's not on here, so
He might have to be on here because Romeo, I don't know, dog. I don't know about him and his singles and his records.
That first album sold like crazy.
And how many copies did you buy?
Just one.
Probably 100.
No, just one.
Yeah, but then as you can see, he just went down, man.
But bro, that's the problem with most child rappers, though. They're hot when they're kids, and as they get older, they just fall off.
Bow Wow didn't impress me, and Romeo didn't impress me, man. I liked Romeo based off his pops because I love his pops, but
no, Romeo and
his uncles. But
in my opinion, he can rap. But C Murder definitely should not be here. I know you're gonna disagree with me. French Montana should not be on this.
French Montana should stay there. No, in fact, he should be moved higher. He should be in the top 5. Yes, he should be in the top 5. He is terrible.
Can you explain to me why?
He is horrible.
Can you explain what you don't like about French Montana?
I could tell you what I don't like about French Montana. All them noises he making, it don't make sense when he rap like and all that. You're not going to feed.
Weren't you the same guy who danced and was singing along with Ain't Worried About Nothing?
Let me clarify for you people because this guy doesn't like to tell everything. It was my birthday, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great atmosphere. I was around good people. I can't control what the DJ is playing. I went out there to have a good time. So I had a good time. I was dancing.
Cannot control.
No, I can't control what the DJ was playing.
Correct.
It was my birthday. I was celebrating. They could have played anything. But let me clarify something for you. Does that mean I'm going to play French Montana in my car? No. Do I own any of French Montana's music? No. So what are you saying?
Listen, the fact now, correct. You cannot control what the DJ plays, but do you know what I do when I hear a song that I don't like the DJ play, and when I'm somewhere, I sit out the song.
Was it your birthday?
No, but
so you can't say nothing to me, man.
But
it wasn't your birthday. You wasn't there. So get out of here.
I've been to places on my birthday where they played a song I didn't like, and I sat it out.
Which I seriously doubt.
And not only did you sing along with the song,
which I seriously doubt,
you took an Instagram video.
Of course I took a whole bunch of videos. I took a whole bunch of videos because it was my birthday. Everybody that came out had drinks, hookah, enjoying themselves. We was vibing, having a great time. And it was another year to celebrate life. So I don't care what you say. Yeah, that don't mean I'm going to play French Montana in my car. I'm not going to play it in my car. I'm not going to play it in my house because it's my birthday.
Yeah, thank God.
And thank God you didn't come too. Since you want to bring that up, because I would have kicked you out.
Oh,
next birthday, ladies and gentlemen, this dude is not invited because he wants to play and hate on me. Because I'm enjoying myself, enjoying my life.
It's just like that time.
I was surrounded by good people around me all over the place, and I wasn't the one doing the monkey dance to Rick Ross in York Corrections.
I like Rick Ross
looking like a clown,
so that's okay. But
no, it's not okay. He's the same guy that pulled up. He's the same guy that pulled up to my house. People playing Future, who's also on this list.
Listen,
They should have shut up your car on my block.
Listen, you don't
play that out here.
You may have not been doing the Rick Ross.
We don't play that out here.
You may not have been doing the Rick Ross gorilla dance, but you definitely, and shout out to our homegirl Bertha May for exposing you. But you
Bertha May didn't expose nobody. According to her, who was not there.
And you did the same.
So all you got is rumors. That's all you got is rumors. And I'm not the one who exposes himself by making a fool out of himself, claiming to go to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, dancing with the people. You look like you dancing and stomping on ants. Can't dance for nothing. You just mad because I got more rhythm than you.
No, listen.
Can't dance for nothing. This dude here got 2 left feet. He can't dance. He has no rhythm. He walks around dancing like Al Sharpton in that political commercial. So next time you see him, just call him Al Sharpton, making himself look bad in the neighborhood. He ain't from New Orleans neither.
So where am I from?
He ain't from New Orleans.
Continue.
He from South Texas.
South Texas.
That's where you from. You from? So yeah, you've been exposed.
I've never square danced a day in my life.
Yeah, you try to.
Anywho,
He's from South Texas, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
One of our people's, Jessica called me and she exposed him.
Who's Jessica?
Exactly.
We actually know a Bertha May. I don't know.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We was at that party together, and then she saw you, and you had a cowboy hat. You were square dancing. You was chewing tobacco. You had on some cowboy boots. They were red, by the way. Ugly.
You're making
Since you want see. Since you want to expose people.
People listen to this.
Since
show.
you want to expose people. I'm trying to enjoy my birthday and have a good time, and he player hating. All right, continue.
I wasn't player hating.
Yeah, you are player hating.
Bro, people listen to this show. If you
and people listen to the show. People, yeah, exactly. You was wearing red cowboy boots. You had on a vest. You had on a white cowboy hat. You was square dancing the achy breaky heart, and people was just watching you laughing. They had to throw him out the club that night.
I do like that song. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart.
That's why they threw him out the club, people.
What to do?
Yeah, you didn't know what to do. That's why they threw you out.
Shout out to Billy Ray Cyrus, man. But anywho,
ain't no shout out to no Billy Ray Cyrus. This is hip hop, man.
Anyway, don't believe this man, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't believe this man, ladies and gentlemen.
Moving on, but yeah. So why French Montana? What's your dislike with?
I just told you why I don't like French Montana. He don't make no sense. He don't make no sense when he rapping. Why do you like French Montana? That's a better question.
I like his flow. I like his wordplay.
What wordplay? What'd he say?
Bro.
Now we're going to get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I ask this guy, give me a line, give me a bar, give me something, he can't.
My man said...
He don't pay attention to lyrics.
My man said if it wasn't for a bitch, I wouldn't be broke. I wouldn't have enough motherfucking endo to smoke.
Which is not his anyway. That's Corrupt. Corrupt said that first. Next.
But French said it better.
Corrupt said it better. What are you talking about? Yo, you are so disrespectful, man. You are not a hip hop head. How you gonna diss Corrupt, who came up with the line, who said the line better, who had better lyrics? Get out of here. No. Disrespectful, dog. Disrespectful. French Montana. You gotta be kidding me, man.
Singing garbage, but you sing along to his song.
And you still bringing that up. You still so that means I can't enjoy my birthday then. I can't go out. No. So you know what? From here on out, I'm not doing it. Nope. I'm just gonna because this guy here has a problem with me going out, enjoying my birthday, enjoying myself in front of people. Girls was there. A couple people that I called and invited that were able to come out and enjoy and have a good time with me. I got free drinks, shout outs for my birthday. If that's what the DJ was playing, that's what the DJ was playing. Girls was dancing with me. But this guy here has a problem with it. So from here on out, I'm not gonna enjoy my birthday, people, because he said so.
Oh, don't pin being
because he said so. Because he said so. He likes to bring up my personal business on this show, my personal life on the show, and he likes to run his mouth. So from here on out, I'm not doing it.
Oh my goodness.
But continue with the list, Big Mouth.
The next set of emails we get gonna be interesting after this episode.
Mm-hmm, and then I'm leaving the show after. Continue.
God damn. But anyway, Pitbull I don't think deserve. Well, I'm not a fan of his music, but he don't deserve to be here. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Tom McDonald?
I don't know who that is. I don't know any Tom McDonald. I've never heard of Tom McDonald. Like, this is very, very interesting.
Let's see. Oh, he comes up in Google. Tom McDonald. He's a Canadian rapper.
Wow. And when I Googled him, I got the Australian football player.
Listen to this. Thomas McDonald is a political Canadian rapper, songwriter, and former professional wrestler.
Former professional wrestler. Interesting.
He first rose to prominence with the release of his song Dear Rappers. His songs Fake Woke, Snowflakes, and Brainwashed all appeared on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2021. He's from British Columbia.
Interesting. Never heard of this guy, but funny enough, his influences are the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, Tupac, Eminem, Al Smith. That's an interesting combination. And he's 33 years old, people.
That's very odd. I don't even. He started rapping at the age of 18.
Very, very interesting. So, but dog, how you gloss over the elephants in the room? I mean, do you listen to G Herbo?
No, I don't listen to G Herbo.
Who is Riff Raff?
Riff Raff is a Caucasian rapper with cornrows and grills. His music is not good. He rose to prominence. He was a contestant, I believe, on some VH1 reality show, and he started rapping. And
are you talking about the White Rapper show?
No, hold on. I'm going to tell you right now. Riff Raff. He was on Swisher House. Oh, that's interesting.
Wow, he was in Swisher House with all and all.
Hold on, I'm going to tell you.
Never heard of Riff Raff. Interesting.
Never?
I ain't never heard of Riff Raff, though.
Hold on. It was some show he was on. I can't find it here, but yeah, it says he was he was a MySpace rapper at first.
Oh, wow. There was a lot of those coming up at that time that got their name through MySpace.
Yeah, his influence was Slim Thug.
Well, hence why he was on Swisher House.
That's the show he was on. Remember from G's the Gents with Farnsworth Bentley?
Yeah, okay.
That's the show he was on. I knew he was somewhere.
From G's the Gents. Wow. Interesting. All right, continue. Who else you feel shouldn't be here?
I don't think Future should be here.
I think Future should be there.
Bro, Future be making some bangers, bro.
The beats.
You think that's what it is?
The beats. Come on, man. What's he doing? What's he saying on the record, dog?
I don't know if you saw my Instagram story last night.
I saw the Instagram, but wait. So you're a fan of mumble rap?
Not a mumble rap, just a Future. Future makes it sound good.
Oh man, but I don't get it though. Like, what are you listening to when you put on a Future record? I'm guessing you just like the vibe. Is that it?
Bro. The man said, "Tell me I don't deserve the ball. I have my back up against the wall."
Is that it?
Mexican.
What? But dog. First of all, you sound like you're eating. Second of all, you sound like you're getting carved by razor blades.
Taking my G's and I stay humble. We got used to this. Come on.
English.
You know what it is? And I go to a lot of sporting events, so they play a lot of Future at sporting events. Matter of fact, one of his songs, March Madness, has been used every year since it came out as the theme of NCAA March Madness when the tournament comes.
I think it's because you're a sports fan. I think it's called. You've been conditioned to like Future.
So, like, for example, at the Mets game, they warm up the Future. So, like, I get my head bobbing from game time, get ready to go, see them taking BP, Future's playing. I was sidebar, I got a side hustle working for the New York Jets. And they pregame, when the team's warming up on the field, they got Future bumping in the background when they be coming out there. So, I
think you've become conditioned to just like them because where you go and you listen to them.
And then
it's like
that. But remember the DJ Khaled song? I got the keys. I got the keys with him and James.
I got keys too to my car and my house.
Yeah.
I'm not impressed by any of that, man. Like, talk regular. Speak clearly, because I heard that song with Drake. It was like because him and Drake got a lot of records together, and it was like what was it, 100 racks or something like that.
That and don't forget NBA on TNT was using Jumpman, them boys up to something.
Oh man, that was terrible too.
Well, TNT, you hear it every NBA.
Yeah, and I think because you're such a big sports fan, you've become conditioned to like it because you hear it all the time. So after and it's science, people. After a while, when you start to hear something over and over and over again, you're going to tolerate it. So when I heard I'm like, what? What'd he say? I have to put subtitles with that.
You know what? We gotta. You know what? The next game I take you to, we're gonna
do what?
I'm gonna play Future's greatest hits and have you.
Now. You see, this goes back to what I was talking about. I told all y'all out there, you will never hear me play none of these people in my car. This guy deliberately plays whack rappers in his car, so that tells you something.
Deliberately plays
whack rappers in the car. You said you're gonna play Future's greatest hits. Why?
Future's not whack to me.
Future's whack, man. Future's whack, dog. And again, people, I love how this guy just jumps all over the place. Because Benzino's on this list and he sucks.
Bro, I glossed over him because he deserves to be on the list.
Yeah, he sucks. I mean. Oh man!
I'm telling you who I think does not deserve to be on the list. I'm not making no case for Benzino to get off.
Thank God, man. Because
Benzino, he'd rather be on reality TV, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. The RZA should not be here.
No, sir.
Yeah, I don't know why they're trying to play my man Bobby Digital.
Yep, I don't understand that at all.
Tony Yayo, I'm gonna agree with because I feel like the sound of his voice alone is very difficult to listen to.
So is French Montana. So is Future. So is Beef Keef.
Chief Keef stays on the list, even though
yeah, and you like him because
he had a hit.
But you just said earlier, one hit wonders doesn't matter.
No, he stays on the list. He is a bad rapper.
But I asked you, because he had a hit is why you like him?
Listen, man, I'm not saying nothing bad about 300 or O Block on this show.
And nobody talking about 300 or O Block. We talking about him alone as a rapper.
That man is a 300 O Block representative.
I don't care.
I'm not saying
that's got nothing to do with this show. This has to do with rap. This has to do with skills. I don't care. Listen. I don't care how gangster you are. I don't care what you claim. It's about who can rap. Who can rap? That's what I'm concerned about. It's got nothing to do with your affiliation anywhere. Now, you mentioned Tony Yayo. I guess with me, because I grew up listening to Tony from the mixtapes, from G Unit and everything like that. I like Tony. I can listen to Tony Yayo. Tony Yayo be talking to stuff I like, especially from the neighborhood.
Thoughts of a Predicate Felon. I have the album, buddy.
Yeah, I got the album too, but I like Tony before that. From the mixtapes, from the 50 Cent, from the 50 Cent is the Future and God's Favorite and all them other tapes. That's when I first heard Tony. Tony, nice. To me, I like Tony.
Let's see. I'm gonna go out on a limb. This is gonna shock people. I don't think Iggy Azalea should be here.
You know what with Iggy? I don't think Iggy is whack either. I think what happened with Iggy was she just got a bad rap.
The fallout with T.I. is why.
Right. Exactly. Like they were. Because when she came out with the record Mediocre got radio play.
Tokyo got radio play too.
Yeah, it was getting played out there, but
I'm so fancy.
Yeah, I don't consider her whack, man. Like, to me, whack is people that don't make sense, and their style is just. It's like they hear the beat, they just get in there and just say any Rambo Jahambo crap.
I have a personal feeling that the beef with T.I. is why people give her that bad rap.
I agree with you. I think that's why that they consider her whack. And she got cracked on and joked on and dissed. T.I. dissed her in an interview, and the Iggy's still out there, still performing.
Nelly, I can't put a man with a diamond album on.
I don't, but Nelly doesn't deserve to be there because, again, Nelly created his own style. Country Grammar is a classic album.
Actually, wait, hold on. I can put a man with a diamond album on here because I'm leaving Vanilla Ice here. Different Vanilla Ice and Nelly. People bought Vanilla Ice's album for the one song.
That's a fact.
That's how he went diamond.
That's a fact. When
And
Ice Baby broke out, yeah.
And and Vanilla Ice's album itself is not a classic. The song's a classic, but the album isn't.
Correct.
Nelly, I give Nelly 2 classics.
You can.
Nellyville is definitely a classic.
Correct.
And Country Grammar is a classic.
Correct. I don't know why they would put Nelly on here. You think because Nelly went crazy with the crossover after his first 2 classic albums? I'm talking about All in My Head and all them other records.
Lemma and all that shit.
I think that plays a part in it.
But Nelly is not a whack rapper.
Nelly is not whack. No, he's not.
I heavily don't.
Yeah.
Oh. Easy. Yeah, he shouldn't be here either.
Nope.
Some people will disagree with me, and I understand why, because his voice and his rhymes were pretty. Even though they were written for him, are still pretty simple. But
yeah, correct.
Eazy-E is a historical figure in hip hop in and of itself. Especially his work with NWA, and then Eazy Does It. Bro, Eazy Does It is a classic album, despite what you wanna say or how you feel about Eazy.
It is a classic album, and I honestly think, even though he himself never considered himself a rapper, he had to study. He had to study the lyrics and study the flow, and he had to learn. I respect that. For somebody who, and again, he had to be talked into being a rapper, because what did we see at the time? When they was creating Boys in the Hood, it was for the group HBO, Homeboys Only, from New York. They didn't like the lyrics. They left. They had the studio time, had the song, no rapper. So Dre said, yo, these lyrics are for you. They're about your life. You're the one with the 6'4". You're the one that, doing all these things. So you do it. And they did it. And they sold records off of it.
Right.
Do you listen to NBA Youngboy?
No.
I mean, shout out to the National Basketball Association, but I don't know nothing about no NBA Youngboy.
Nah, you're a funny guy.
I gotta call it like I see it. Like, when you look at all this, Lil Yachty, aka Lil Tugboat, Waka Flocka Flame, which is Waka Flocka Fruit Flame.
I have an issue. I'm split on Waka Flocka.
No. Oh no.
I like that album Flockavelli, bro.
There's only one Velli, and it's Machiavelli.
Bro, man said, listen to this track.
Get him out of here, man. No. What? What'd he say?
No Hands.
What was that?
No Hands was a hit, bro. Him and Wale, bro.
You call that a hit? Oh, who was on that song with him?
Wale.
Oh, Wale.
Bro. And it's a party, it's a party, it's a party.
That don't sound good. That sound, bro. That sounds boring and that sounds boring and unenthusiastic. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Sound like they swallowed 1,000 pills and going to sleep. That's not a party.
Dude, that's fucked up. Oh, and then we can't forget. I go hard in the motherfucking paint.
Yeah? What color?
Color the fucking paint is?
What color paint?
I don't know.
If he go hard in the paint, he might as well got a deal and discount at Home Depot, because that song was not hard at all.
Oh my god! But I'm gonna leave.
So, dog, you like a rapper that goes in there and goes in the booth and goes bow, 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 bow. You like that type of rap? Seriously, do you like that type of rap?
I mean, certain songs.
Oh, come on, man. Ugh. No pass for me, man. Kid Buu. Go ahead. I know Kid Buu from Dragon Ball Z.
Yo, you're a funny guy.
And anybody out there that's listening to this show that want to send an email or make a comment or say I'm old, outdated, and I'm a hater, you can kiss my grits.
I eat grits.
Yeah. Any one of y'all that got something to say, you could definitely say something to me. Um,
Look, what about Lil
what you,
Flip? That's an interesting name.
you know what? And it goes to what you said about it. It's funny how Ti seems to be the catalyst for this because it was because of the Ti beef is why they put Lil Flip up here.
Once T.I. took that trip to Cloverland, that was it.
Lil Flip is not whack. He just got a raw deal.
Yeah, I agree with you. No idea who smoked Purp. I don't
I
think
heard I heard of Smoke Perp, but I never listened to him.
I don't think we have to go in depth with 6ix9ine.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Gooda I've heard, but I haven't heard enough of.
I've heard it. I've heard of it too. It used to come on Nickelodeon.
Oh, stop it.
Gutter Gutter Island. Yeah.
Gooda was on Young Money back when Young Money was on height of their popularity, when it was Wayne and Nicki and Drake, and they released that compilation, and Jay Mills and Lil Chucky and Mac Wayne were on there.
It just sounds so funny to me. Oh man.
Coil Ray, that name sounds so familiar.
I've heard of Coil Ray, but I haven't heard anything from Coil Ray.
I don't know who Yeet is. Benzino implies we could keep on there. Blueface only ever had one song I ever liked, so we keep on there.
Blueface, huh? I remember T.O. was talking about
Blueface is the guy that made that
Blueface.
song. Made that song "Bust Down Tatiana."
Well, apparently that song got bust down. Where's Blueface?
I don't know where he's at now. A lot of people say that he's a modern day Silk the Shocker.
That's an insult to Silk the Shocker.
Let's see.
I'm gonna come out with a rapper. I'm gonna come out with a rapper called Yellowface.
Lil B, I'm not a fan of. I've never been a fan of Bass God.
Nope.
Even though he did me a solid a couple years ago because he cursed James Harden, and I bet on James Harden it scored under, and I bet hit.
Listen, it's very easy to be a bass guy. Just get some JVCs in the back of your truck and go down the block and play something hot.
Terrible. Chief Keef, Soulja Boy speak for themselves. I don't want Manny Fresh on this list, but you said he's got to stay.
Well, even though I like bread and bologna, sorry, Manny.
Stop it! You're hung up on that one line.
I'm sure there's plenty more. There's plenty more I could pull out, like that whack song, "Whips Real Big, Whip Real Big." Shut that off.
That was the single to the album.
That song was terrible.
Can you believe that album? Can you believe that album was a 2-disc album?
Wow.
30 songs.
He did. So wait a minute. Did you sit there and listen to all 30 songs by Manny Fresh?
I haven't.
But did you listen to all 30 songs by Manny Fresh?
Of course I did.
You own the Guinness Book of World Records that you were able to sit there and listen to all 30 songs by Manny Fresh. I guarantee you there's nobody else that did that, man. He's a dope producer to me, but a rapper, nah, man.
Big Ken and I agree. We haven't talked about Chingy. How do you feel about Chingy?
Chingy's not whack. I don't think Chingy is whack. When Chingy came out, he had them singles, he had them songs. You know, me personally, I like the verse he did for DJ Quick on DJ Quick's album. It was good. Like he could rap. It's just that later on things started to get corny as far as the singles and the songs. And then he left DTP, and it was just things wasn't the same for Chingy. You know, it's like, can you really take him serious after all that? Especially when he got into the beef with Nelly, which was one of the worst, wackest beefs ever. His career just fell through the cracks. He ain't whack. It's just that the singles wasn't really working later on in his career.
Yeah, with Right There remix, and even
Yeah.
and I can't really say nothing bad about. Let's see, who else have we not touched on?
What about the Yin Yang Twins, man? They had their time. Thank you, Lil Jon, for the work you did with them.
I'll put it to you like this. Yin Yang Twins are a great supporting cast, meaning they have good features on a song.
Mm-hmm.
But their own music, where they're the star of the show, I'm not really. Remember the Whisper song?
I'll never forget that. They played that song so much.
However, when they've been with Lil Jon or aside Joel Santana, they've been on some memorable records, but on their own, now they gotta stay.
I love Salt Shaker.
I bet you do.
Salt Shaker, hey man, this for the strippers, man.
Mike Jones put his phone number in every song.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Yo, man, when he first came out, man, with when I first heard Still Tipping, and then he came out with his album after that. You said he put his phone number out. People was calling it. His phone bill was like $1,000 a month.
Shout out to Swisher House. We don't. You know what? Swisher House don't get enough credit.
They really don't, and it's a shame that they don't, because they are a pivotal part of that movement. Chop the Screw, Texas, Swisher House put in work, man. Who was that? Michael Watts.
It was Michael Watts.
Michael 5,000 Watts. Shout out to him.
Michael 5,000 Watts. Paul Wall. Big Pokey.
Oh yeah, man.
It's funny because I still listen to Sitting Sideways to this day.
I love Sitting Sideways. Sitting Sideways is a joint. That joint is fire.
My gold chain got more carrots than Bugs Bunny's lunch. That shit is.
When it come to ice, Paul Wall could talk all about it. He smiled, shine like a disco ball.
Mike Jones and Slim Thug also in Swisher House.
Yes, sir. Like Mike, after
Millionaire also Swisher House.
Yeah, Chameleonaire was down and then he left. But with this thing here with Mike, after the beef with Chameleonaire and after the singles, he just kind of just fell off after that.
But is he whack?
Yeah, he could stay, man. His rhymes wasn't really like that, dog.
What about this next one, Flow Rider?
It's funny because I know his music. I'm not gonna say that I like. If I had a choice to listen to a Flow Rider song or a Flow Rider album, I won't do it. But if I hear it, okay.
You know what
you could thank WrestleMania for it.
I was just about to say that. My favorite Flow Rider song. Girl, I know you was the wild one.
Right. That was WrestleMania. 24?
And then I bet you it'll be a home run. Oh, and then don't forget, Welcome to My House.
That was another WrestleMania.
WWE kept Flow Rider relevant for so
yeah, Flow Rider. I mean, much like Pitbull, why they put them together in this list. When you party down in Florida, they run Florida. The party scene is their scene.
Yep. Very true. Very, very. Here, you said PD Pablo don't deserve to be on this list. Why?
I like PD's first album and I like PD's second album. I actually liked PD Pablo. Obviously, once again, I always bring up the Scrippers because Freak a Leak is one of the greatest songs ever recorded in hip hop. But I also like the, North Carolina, throw your hands up. I like PD Pablo, man. PD was cool. You know, I mean, he had them singles. I got those first two albums, Writing in My Diary, Still Writing in My Diary. Those are the only two albums I got. But I think why they put him on here is because after Freak a Leak, he fell off so hard, and then he signed with Death Row. The album never came out, and it's just when you fall off after a buzz, that's it for you.
I don't think falling off should determine whether you're a worse rapper because falling off has nothing to do with your skill level.
I agree with that, but if you fall off and don't do nothing after that, what are they going to judge you on? Especially when you try to come out with music and it doesn't hit as hard. Like, nobody heard that Death Row album, dog. And then the songs got leaked on YouTube, and then they wasn't really all that.
The
Gucci Man should stay on there.
Gucci's hard for me because he has hits.
You call them hits?
He has hits, bro.
They're more like mitts.
Mints.
misses that people think are hits.
Explain.
I mean, what's a hit for you by Gucci Mane?
Heavy radio play.
That's a hit? No, I'm talking about the song.
Song all over the place.
He got a song called All Over the Place?
No, I'm saying there are songs he has that have been all over the place.
I'm asking you the name of the songs. What's a hit from Gucci Mane for you?
Let's see. Freaky Girl was a hit.
That's a hit?
Wasted was a hit.
I don't know about a hit, man. I think what helped Gucci was the beef with Jeezy.
Think so?
Yeah, it made him more popular, but the raps itself, there's no technique here. There's no skill here.
Designer can stay here.
Yes, he can, because those songs, everybody thought that was Future. I got broads in the letter. See, it's easy to do what he do, especially that other garbage ass Timmy Turner song. Yo, I roasted it on Facebook when it first came out. Can you please tell me, Timmy Turner, every wishing for a burner, kill everybody walking, it was under the BT, mother for runner, kill everybody walking. What?
Oh, I don't have an answer to that.
Oh man.
Playboy Cardi can stay. He only ever had one song that I ever.
I've never even heard of Playboy Cardi.
Bro, if I put that song on, you'd know it if you heard it.
Okay, probably so. That's another thing with me too. I could probably hear the record and not know who the artist is, but then when you tell me who they are, I'm like, oh.
Mega popular.
Okay. But, since we're getting to it.
Yeah.
And this is going to cause controversy, but it's the Rap Lab. It's always controversy. I got names that should be on here instead.
Who would you want to put on it?
Well, obviously, Jaquan got to come up here.
1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4.
Which he got from the DOC.
Dance floor.
Terrible.
Yeah, but Jaquan is the reason why we know that teenage drinking is very bad. But
He's whack, bro. The song was terrible, man. He's whack.
Who else would you put on it?
One of our personal favorites, MIMNS.
Oh God.
That's right. Music is not my savior. That guy right there. This is why he's hot. Well, no, you're not, because you're gone.
This is why we hard.
Right. You want to bring up the Junior Reid part? Perfect.
Oh, the song was a hit.
He was a hit. Junior Reid.
No.
Junior Reid. The artist was a hit. The artist was a hit. Not the guy that featured him on the record.
He was on the remix.
Yeah, Junior Reid. But that guy right there, no.
Who else goes on the list?
Well. Well, before I get to these two, Petey Crack, come on down.
Oh, no.
Yes. Por el cara, ring.
Bro, every time I used to listen to the wait, hold on.
You see why you're laughing? You see why you're laughing, right?
Bro, every time I would listen to the Freeway records, ring.
Terrible. What's he doing? Does he work for a cab stand or something? Ring.
Not to mention, do you remember the Beanie Siegel song? And he comes in at the end. It's getting kind of hectic. Sigone, moge dice.
What the hell is that? You know what I'm talking about?
You know which Beanie Siegel song I'm talking about?
I know the one you're talking about. Was that on the Becoming album?
Yes.
Oh my lord.
P crack cocaine. B Mac is back. I gotta have it.
No, man. No.
And he also does it on that song. Ring.
That's the part that kills me. You see what I'm talking about? He deserves to be up there. He deserves to be up there. Especially the other Freeway record. Que tu quiero coquero porque she blow la la.
What Freeway song was that?
Flip Side. That was Flip Side.
Flip Side was a hit, bro.
Flip Side was a hit because of Freeway. But Petey Crack is terrible.
And
He's
don't
a
forget,
horrible rapper.
he had that one song with Neo.
That's another one I'm talking about. Por el cara. Get out of here, man.
I don't know how you hate Petey Crack, man.
You like that stuff?
I like
actually. Now, you know why? Because you find it funny. That's why you like it. That's why you like it. It got nothing to do with his skills. It got nothing to do with his technique. That's why you like it.
Shout out to my guy Petey.
No. Don't shout out no Petey, man. Petey deserved to be on this list, bro.
Leave my guy Petey crack a little.
Petey don't make no sense. You just find him funny, dog.
Dynasty known as Rockefeller.
Out of all the people of Rockefeller, that's the person that you think of first?
I prefer Petey Crack over Chris and Neef, all right?
Chris and Neef is better than Petey Crack. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Petey Crack make a whole bunch of noises. He says things in Spanish that don't make any sense.
The Puerto Rican rapper, he's speaking the language.
No, he's not.
Put Spanish in his
You can't compare the lyricism and the technique and skill of Big Pun to a guy that gets on a record and says ring ring.
Bro, but you have an issue with him speaking Spanish in the verse.
I have an issue. I don't have it. You see, you don't listen. You don't like to listen. I don't have an issue with him speaking Spanish in a verse. I have an issue with him making up Spanish phrases that don't exist. That's my problem. They don't exist.
You speak Spanish?
They don't exist.
You speak Spanish?
I guarantee you get anybody that speaks Spanish, anybody out there in the world has no idea what the hell Petey is talking about. Nobody.
For the listeners out there,
you actually think that's nice?
Listen, if you listen to this show and you speak Spanish, can you please translate the Petey Crack verse?
It's a whole lot of nothing. Anybody could do a Petey Crack verse. I just did it for you.
It's not hard to repeat lines that were already said.
And they're terrible. That's why they're not hard to repeat, because they suck.
Yo, who else deserves to be on the list?
Yo, check it out. I was downtown clubbing, ladies' night. Seen Shorty, she was crazy, right? And I approached baby like, Ma, what's your age and type? She looked at me and said, you a baby, right? Who said that?
Joel Santana said that on Hey Ma.
And he deserves to be on the list because he sucks.
No.
Yep. And I'm glad I'm here. Let me say this right now. PSA. I have nothing against Harlem. I have nothing against Dipset as far as the movement and what they did. You notice I ain't say one thing about Cameron because Cameron is not whack. Cameron just says a lot of funny things on the records that I have to look at and laugh. But when it comes to technique and skill, there's nothing here. Jewels, to me, is one of the worst rappers I ever heard, man. He don't make no sense. You heard what I just said? The only reason why Hey Ma was a hit was because of the beat and because of the hook and Cameron's part. But this dude right here, listen,
just get in the car.
Come on. What was that? He's like, come with me. Come stay with the night. She looked at me laughing like, boy, your game is tight. I'm laughing back like, show you right. Get in the car and don't touch nothing. Sit in the car. Why don't you sit in the car and stay in the car, man?
You wrong, but nah, bro. Shotgun was a hot.
He is not nice. He is not nice. Jewels is not nice. And you know why? Because when the first time I heard of Jewels was when Dipset had that beef with Nas, and he did that rhyme over "We Are the Champions." This dude said, "I'm gonna get some homos to come get you, Lolo, Bobo, and Mr. Pump Pistols." Does that make any sense to you? That don't make no sense, does it? See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. This dude can't rap. He's terrible, man. And that's not me saying anything bad about Harlem. Love Big L, love Mace. Cam, I could listen to Cam here and there, man. But when it comes to this guy, Jewels, nah, dog. Can't do it. Nope.
Who else is going on the list?
Where do you think I'm going after Jewels?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Where do you think I'm going after Jewels? There's only one left.
Jimmy?
Yep.
Damn it, you say you have a problem with Dipset.
I don't have a problem with Dipset. The movement that they did and the wave that they did, but we're talking about straight rapping technique and skill. What has Jim Jones said that was ever nice?
Pop champagne. Oh.
No, God, just the beat and the person who did the beat.
Brown.
Ball, I mean, yeah, but Ballin was cool, whatever.
That's
But Jimmy,
a big hit, bro.
Jimmy never said nothing though. That's the thing. Jimmy, and the way Jimmy said, "We fly, la, la," why you crying?
That's so foul.
He sound like he crying, bro.
I don't like Jimmy, but I like Joel. Thank you for
And Jewel's his skills are terrible, bro. Why you like Jewel's?
like the music.
You like the music? Why? The beat?
Nothing to do with the beat.
The rhymes got nothing to do with it. The rhymes got nothing to do with it, bro.
The whistle song was a hot record.
Because of the beat.
Shatta's was a hot record.
Oh, please get out of here, man.
You didn't like Shatta?
Hey, listen, I'm going straight for lyrics, bro. I'm going straight for the bars, D.
Community.
I'm going straight for the bars, bro. Straight for the bars. Joel's on got it. And you know what the sad part is?
What?
Because they put groups up here, right?
Yeah.
Where the hell is Dead for Life and them franchise girls?
Being D4L and
Dead for Life and them franchise girls, because they whack too.
oh, I think she like me. Oh, I think she like. Oh, I think she like me.
They don't like them. That's why they stopped playing them.
Would you put Rich Boy on here? Throw some D's on it.
Here's the problem. There's only one song I like from Rich Boy. One.
Which is?
Ghetto remix with Lil Wayne and Nas and John Legend.
Oh, you didn't like Throw Some D's?
I wasn't a fan. It was a popular song, but it's not something that I would bump.
What about, well, you said Mims.
Do you like 21 Savage?
He's not great, but he's not the worst.
He ain't great. He not the worst, but he sounds like the most boring rapper in the world. Like when he goes to the booth, it sounds like he don't want to be there. I like when he works with J. Cole. I wish they could keep that going, but like him by himself, like, because I listen to my brother. No, stop. Stop rapping like that. Stop.
Oh, trying to.
Is there anybody that you would put on there that you consider whack?
Like, I think it's. Just hold on. I gotta look at this list.
Yeah, sure, man.
Let's see. He's already there.
Yeah, I mean, there's anybody that I haven't mentioned. You now have an opportunity. Who you perceive as whack that should be on a list?
I'm back in my brain. Let's. You know what? As far as groups go, I'm gonna put, and this is gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm sorry, Detroit. Outside of Proof, I don't like D12.
You think D12 is whack?
They're songs that Eminem is not a part of. I don't really enjoy.
No. You're entitled to it. I like D12. I mean, they're Devil's Night and their second album is pretty cool, But I could see where you're coming from because if M is not on it, it's like, But
Like I feel like they have no appeal without Eminem.
I hear you. I could see where you're coming from with that. I think they could rap, but I could see what you mean by that notion.
Like Bizarre and Nine. Like,
Oh boy, I knew that was coming.
they just nothing for me. Oh, yeah, I like a lot of people. So this is, and outside of people that are not on this list,
That's true. This is why I'm glad we're doing this, because now we get to hear from you who you think is whack based on your standards.
Go through my.
You think Bone Crusher should be up here?
One-hit wonder.
Yeah, he's a one-hit wonder.
I'm not, but see, I've only ever heard one Bone Crusher song. I've never gone out of the way to look for Bone Crusher. So to me, he's like a NA.
Right. What about Bubba Sparks?
I don't go out of the way to. Never heard of Bubba. I've very rarely ever heard Bubba Sparks verses.
Mm-hmm. You don't remember that Jadakiss song that Bubba did, or that hit, that his first single, "Ugly"? Timberland produced it. I think he got a spot in one of them sport games too. I think it was a Madden. It was a Madden. Yep, a song called "Back in the Mud."
Fetty Wap should be on there.
I agree with you on Fetty Wap. But I make fun of the way Fetty Wap does his music because, and again, I'm not gonna say too much because he's going through some things. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm going at him personally, but just his style. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should come my way. It sounds like Alfred when he's singing.
Chill.
They do.
Let's see who else. Trying to think.
You know who should be in there? Oh man, this is gonna hurt, but the Braveheart should be there, man.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry, guys. You and I ain't talking about Uchiwali. I'm talking about
Mary J. Blige was so appalled at their ability. She demanded that all future pressings of Stillmatic have Braveheart Party removed.
Yep, and they sure did. If you don't have the original CD, you're in trouble. But the song "Zone Out," man, like they just that rubbed me wrong, and then quick to back down, and like Nas, you tried, man. But Jungle, Wiz, Nation, Horse had the best verse on Uchiwali. I'm like, you guys, man. That's when you try to put your peoples on, and they ain't really hitting.
Yeah, that was, and we talked about that all the way back in the archives in the.
And you know who that could be said for too. As far as Cruz, Junior Mafia.
Yeah, I mean they do have a classic album under their belt, but with them it's the same thing. Without Biggie, it's like the same thing as D12 without Eminem.
Yeah. Yeah. And out of all of them, the one I really like is Klepto. I like Klepto. I think Klepto could rap.
Really?
Yeah, from Junior Mafia, I like Klepto. I think Klepto is dope.
Trying to should be on the black rapper. Come to think of it, I'm racking my brain, but you know who else I don't like?
Mm-hmm.
J.O. Felony.
You know what the crazy part is? I'm not going to say now. I used to like J.O. Felony. When I heard What You Gonna Do, when he had his Def Jam album, even before that, when he had that song, how'd that song go? We Gonna Smoke a Dank, something like that. Like, cause I listen to a lot of West Coast rap. I like his early stuff. Later on, I ain't really get it. I stopped following him because I ain't like what he was coming out with. But I could see that. I used to like J.O. Felony.
J.O. Felony,
Yeah, I used to like J.O., man. J.O. had some joints back then. But you know what the crazy part is? I know a lot of people are going to email us and they're going to ask questions. They're going to bring up E40.
Nah, E40, bro.
They're going to bring up E40. It don't matter if he's a legend or not, bro. Somebody's going to say something about E40.
That's clouded in ignorance because, if you go out into the Bay, nobody will dare call him whack.
I'm thinking, but here's the thing though. We're just going based off technique and skill. We're going off style. I think
He's not given a fair chance because he has a regional sound that only you would only enjoy it or understand it if A, you have an open mind, or B, you're from there.
I got no issues with E40. I like 40 Water. You know what I mean? Because I sit and I listen to him. His style is an acquired taste, much like Silk the Shocker. I have E40, Sugar Free, and all those guys who rap like that as an acquired taste. If you're into it, you're into it. If you're not, you're not. But somebody is going to come out there and say, oh, how come y'all didn't say nothing about E40 or none of these other people? And I'm like, oh.
Speaking of acquired tastes, this may shock people, but Twista, I'm not a fan of.
I like Twista. I don't think Twista's whack. I mean, you're not a fan, but is he whack?
I don't care for the ultra fast pace. You know?
Boy could rap, though. Boy could. Oh, wait. You don't care for the ultra fast pace, but do you listen to Bone?
I listen to Bones. I listen to Bones.
So, what's the difference?
Harmonizing vocals.
Oh, boy. All because of the harmonize. I don't know why you'd say Twista. Twista nice. Twista could rap, bro.
You know what? This is also this is gonna upset Rev, but the low ranking Wu affiliates.
Who are you referencing?
Syndicate in general.
Do you even listen to him?
I've heard their stuff.
Not for you, huh?
Like Wu Syndicate, American Cream Team, and all those guys.
You're just not. I guess because you're focused on the core group.
It's not even that. They don't make music. They don't make appealing music.
What's appealing music? Radio?
No, not radio. But here's the thing, right? And I personally feel this way about Slaughterhouse, the group. They're guys who can rap, yes, but that's it. It's just rap. Like the songs. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like the song, they're just rapping. Like
so. Let me ask you personally. What are you looking for? You want songs that are catchy?
It doesn't have to be catchy, but like.
Well, no, I'm asking you as a fan and as a general consumer. Go ahead.
Like the songs, like they're decent rappers, but songs don't have concepts. Like they're just rapping to. I feel like they're just rapping to showcase skill. And when you make songs, you got to be able to do. Because if you're just gonna put hardcore lyrics all day, I'm gonna get bored.
So for you personally, you're looking for concepts.
Like I feel like there's no personality in the music, if that makes sense.
So you're looking for concepts and personality.
Yes.
In every record.
Most of the records, yeah.
Okay, and that's in contents to everybody, or just particularly Slaughterhouse?
Everybody.
How can you say that when some of the whack rappers that you listen to got no personality or content? They just mumble and ramble incoherently about nothing.
But you got personality.
Well, come on.
And the music is catchy.
You see? So it's a common cold. I just asked you earlier about catchy. You see?
Catchy, but it is catchy.
So basically, you need that catchy commercial appeal to dictate if you like it. Like it has to be popular, is what you're saying.
Have to be popular neither.
That's what it sounds like. I don't need that though. Like if I like it personally, if it's something I could get into, and if I like it, because you guys have heard me say stuff on the show about this person's whack, this person's whack. Like I'm not a fan of Meek Mill, but I don't think he's whack. I just don't listen to him because I don't like his style. Same with Wale. I don't think Wale is whack. I just don't listen to him because I don't like his style. Like there's a difference between liking style and just straight out whack. And to me, whack is a lot of these mumble guys that just get in there. They think it's just easy when it really takes time and concentration. Like look at where we came from with rap, dog. Look at how far we've come. How hard these rappers have worked to perfect their craft. A lot of the people nowadays, man, they just come in there. They think they can just go in there and just say whatever. Nah. That shouldn't be it. And it's a shame that it's gone that far. That's my issue with a lot of the rappers that I had on the list.
Hear you.
Yeah, that's just me. My personal take on what I like. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna hate on everybody, but if I have a reason to dislike them, it's because of a certain. Because I want the bars, I want the lyrics, I want to know you, I want to know your character. You know what I mean? But you got to make sense to me. If I'm just sitting here listening to you mumble and say a bunch of Rambo Jahambo, like this ain't gonna do it.
True indeed.
Yeah.
But for the listeners out there, disagree with anybody that we said should or should not be on the list, or if there are names that weren't mentioned that you feel should be on the list, let us know.
Oh, for sure.
I like to know y'all opinions. raplabpod@gmail.com, Instagram, raplabpod at Twitter.
Yep, that's right. Hit us up. Let us know. Hit us up at the email. Hit us up on the social medias. You know, the Rap Lab Pod. It's all over the place. And next week, what we doing? We get into the news for the people.
Yep, we're gonna bring them the news.
Shout out to Bucky. Bucky around there listening.
And listen, the people love Bucky, man. Rumor has it that the people want Bucky to be a permanent fixture on.
Don't tell him that. Oh God, he wouldn't leave if you tell him that.
Contractually, that can't happen.
No, contractually, Bucky comes through for us when we need him to. But he has his own thing going on out there. Shout out to Buck. He came through in the clutch for us, and we appreciate him and we support him. But for everybody out there listening, this is just our opinions. Whoever you feel is whack is subjective. You know what I mean? So it all based on what you like. We all can't like the same things, and there's no universal law that says this person is whack or this person is nice. But before we wrap it up, I definitely wanted to get your opinion on this, and I wanted you to state your claim about this whole thing with Silk the Shocker, man. I want you to cap off the show with that and just say what you got to say about that, because a lot of people like to run with that.
All of y'all out there that are saying that Silk the Shocker is the wackest rapper in his rap, y'all are just hating. Because Silk the Shocker had hits, Silk the Shocker had plaques, and we're not talking about gold. The man went platinum several times over. If you look at Silk the Shocker, he had 3 platinum albums and 1 gold album. That doesn't happen by mistake. Silk the Shocker had high-profile features. He was highly marketable. And I feel like everybody's just giving Silk a bad rap because his style was different at the time. If Silk the Shocker would have came out today, y'all be praising this nigga for being different. So I don't get it. So you mean to tell me I'm a soldier and just be straight with me and it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault to remix somebody like me. Like y'all really gonna tell me that those songs weren't hot? And then look, he had he was so good that he did features with Destiny's Child. He did features with Maya, mainstream songs. He went on these people's albums and they put these songs out as singles. Horse and Carriage remix, Let's Ride, Montel Jordan, and so many other songs I can name in the 90s. Silk the Shocker was a staple in the late 90s, early 2000s. All of y'all out there who Silk is whack, you need to go check yourselves. How about this? Y'all are whack. How about that? What fucking song you ever made? How many album sales you got? What plaques you got in your house? Silk the Shocker still got Make Him Say money. What money you got?
Speak on it, son.
Get the fuck out of here talking about Silk the Shocker is whack. Man, let me with bro. I've never seen a whack rapper with 4 plaques in his house, bro.
Right. You gotta have an appeal, you know what I'm saying, with something. You know what I mean? Like Silk Platinum, he's done songs with notable keynote rappers. Silk has a style to himself. Like I said, he's an acquired taste, and I like Silk. I like them songs that you mentioned, but I think people just use that as a joke. Oh, well you Silk the Shocker, Silk the rap. Silk is not right.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. People love to say Silk is whack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same people that say that Silk is whack, bro, This should tell you everything you know. Last year in November, the nigga Silk walked on stage and the crowd lost their mind. He didn't even start performing yet. The nigga walked on the stage, bro.
I believe it.
Bro, that arena must have had 15,000 people. And it was sold out because there wasn't a single seat in the place.
Mm-hmm. People love No Limit.
So you mean to tell me, and mind you, that's just in one city. That was just Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me every city they go to, and they went to 20 cities last year. 20 times 15,000 is about what?
20 times 15,000?
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking people, bro. So you mean to tell me all those people, plus all the people that bought the records.
300,000, G. 300,000.
Bro, yeah, and he went platinum 3 times, and one of the times I believe was double platinum or 3 times platinum. Come on.
Yeah, he sold records. He sold records. He did his thing. So that's why I wanted this list and people to talk about, especially you to defend him, because yeah, we've cracked our jokes on him and stuff like that just to rile him up, but rile up Candyman because when he says something, we say something. But overall, all jokes aside, Silk the Shocker's not whack, and people should stop using him as a running gag.
And I normally do the artwork that y'all see on the YouTube for this, but I'm gonna make the artwork for this. Silk the Shocker will not be on that.
As he shouldn't be, man. Silk the Shocker should not be on there.
I hate him, man.
Yeah, and if y'all feel people shouldn't be on there, tell us why. Let us know why you think this rapper is special, why they shouldn't be on there, or who you think should be on there. If you disagree with anything we said, let us know why. Definitely want to hear from it.
Nah, but people always claim that, oh, this guy's inauthentic or he's biting this person. Then somebody original comes, and because you don't agree with their style or it's odd to you, that makes that person
right. Exactly. Yeah, if they don't like a certain style or anything like that, they feel it's, oh well, this person's whack. You can't base off somebody whack just off that. And again, it's about what you're into. Like you heard Candyman say earlier what he likes, and y'all heard earlier what I like. So when you hear a record and it doesn't have what you're looking for, you're like, why am I listening to this? And you got people that try to hype it up. That's another problem. If you don't like something and somebody tries to force you to like it, that's a problem. That's what rubs me wrong too. Like if I don't like a certain rapper, they'll be like, "Oh, you a hater? You should listen to this. You listen to that." I hear it, and I'm still not impressed. So it's like, if somebody doesn't like it, they don't like it. Dog, do you know how many of our favorites we like that people say are whack and are overrated? And it's a shame. Shout out to everybody out there that's listening. This is another episode, and for sure the Rev Barber MC will be back for the next one.
The Rap Lab, yeah. The Rap Lab, Rap Lab, Rap Lab, Rap Lab, man. The Rap Lab, yeah. The Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Let's go. The Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Come see what we cooking up at. The Rap Lab, yeah. The Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Ball for ball, we hooking up with TOQG, Rev Barber MC, ALFRE to the D on that MIC, A to Z. We be the flyers. Hip hop sound broke down to a science. It's the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab. Come see what we cooking up at. The Rap Lab, the Rap Lab, the Rap Lab.